Wabbits in the house. Wabbits in the house. Wabbits in the house, but we burned that shit down. Wabbits in the house, but we burned that shit down. Wabbits in the house, but we burned that shit down. Wabbits in the house, but we burned this shit down. Come on, Wabbits. Let's go. Come on, Wabbits. Let's go. Come on, Wabbits. You got this. 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 I see rabbits everywhere. I see rabbits everywhere. Wabbits, shake your ass. Wabbits, shake them hips. Wabbit, shake them legs. Wabbit, shake them shoulders. Wabbit, do a jig. Come on, Wabbits, you got this. Come on, Wabbits, you got this. Wabbits, free thinkers. Wabbits, oh yeah. Wabbits, I see wabbits everywhere. I see wabbits everywhere. Multiplying those rabbits. Wabbits, multiplying. I see wabbits everywhere. Come on, wabbits. You got this. Strike the match. Come on, wabbits. Strike the match. Oh, yes, wabbits. We gon' do this. We will burn this down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on, Wabbits, burn this shit down right now. Wabbits in the house. Wabbits in the house, but we burn that shit down. Wabbits in the house, but we burn that shit down. Come on, Wabbits. Burn that shit. Come on, Wabbits. Got this shit. Come on, Wabbits. Got this shit.
Come on, Wabbits. Come on, Wabbits. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the motherfucking chat. Hey, come on, Wabbits. We got this. Shout out to y'all, man. Good to see y'all. Give yourselves a round of applause. The Wabbits have been staying out of other people bullshit. Salute to y'all. Salute to y'all. Good to see the people in the building. Good to see the people in the building. We got an interesting topic today. Topics, I should say. I want to say greetings to all the members, all the people that have memberships. Salute to y'all. Greetings to all the subscribers and to all the ghost watchers. And all I ask is that you guys just hit the like button. Just hit the like button as you get in here. Hit the like button on your way in here. And how we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Let me see who's in here. Shout out to Go Getter, Katana, good morning. Keep the change, good morning. Distracting One, good morning. Highly Favored, good morning. Uncle L, salute DL, good morning. Sugar Bear, good morning. Kobe Knows, good morning. Miss Eve, how you doing? Carlos Franklin, salute, bro. Yep. D Grant, Evol May, shout out to Evol May. Shout out to Yvonne me in the building. It's Thursday. It's Thursday. Fuck it. We gonna think today. And if I'm in the mood later on, we might do something else. But for right now, let's do something meaningful, man. Let's talk about something interesting. Some interesting things. I am part of the black community. So a lot of the things I speak on is gonna have to deal with the black community. Although I am a worldly individual, because I am very well informed about the world. I am very much knowledged in the world. Not as much as others, but more than most, more than some. Thaddeus, salute to you, Sire. Yeah, and Miss Eve, hey, listen, if you got a story to tell, I'm gonna be dropping the link. The link is going down in the chat in a few minutes. The link is gonna be in the chat in a few minutes.
I wanted to let her get her part out.
All right now.
Let me tell my story.
I wanted to let her get her part out.
Shout out to Trey Spectives in the building. Meow, meow. Who's mad? You can't. All right, Miss Eve. All right, no problem. So in the black community, which is the community I'm from, and particularly when I have to speak on issues concerning me, is going to be speaking usually on the black community because their issues concern me. And I noticed that we have a lot of I say we, but the only reason I'm saying we is because I'm focused on the black community. However, the things that I'm saying does apply to almost every community, every society, every culture. But I am particularly speaking about the black community. And you know what I've learned from observing my people? That there is a lot of fake positivity. Fake positivity. Meaning that it's not real. It's not real. It's almost like they're selling positivity because they feel that's what the people wants to buy. A lot of times I've seen people sell positivity because they couldn't keep up. Because in the negative game that they were playing, they were getting beaten so bad that they decided to start preaching positivity. Shout out to Letitia.
Letitia_S_third iPath donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Sun, Grand Rising Sizz, Praying Gesture, Purple Heart, Listening Working Much Love, 2 hearts.
Shout out to Letitia's Third Eye POV for that donation, for that Super Chat. She said, Grand Rising Sizz, Listening, Working, Much Love. And she had to renew her membership. Shout out to you, Leticia. Now, you see, we got the Wabbit hotline is open, full effect. Wabbit hotline, what's on your mind? Hello? Hello?
Hi, my name is Greg, calling you from American Solar. How are you today?
God damn. Fucking hotline got spam, bro. Hotline got scam likely. Oh man, God damn. I'm like, who? Shit. Tamika McCullough, good morning. Goddamn hotline, man. Keep the change. Goddamn hotline got said nothing. Evolve me. Oh my God. Hold on. Shout out to Evolve me. Evolve me said, not today, Greg. Evolve me said, not today, Greg. That we not doing. That we are not doing. Yeah. So the fake positives. I try not to be fake positive. You know why? Cause I ain't fake. So I don't need to pretend that I'm into positivity. Because I'm into whatever the fuck I feel like being into. And if it's positivity now or it's negativity now, whatever I'm into in the moment, I stand firm on that shit. Because I ain't no motherfucking hypocrite. I mean, there's hypocrisy in pretty much everyone. However, I'm not a blatant hypocrite. I don't do things that I know I go against or speak against. That would make me a fucking hypocrite. I've noticed that people that come from the church or from a church background or church upbringing, they have no problems with being hypocrites. That's what I know. That's what I've noticed the most about church people that grew up in a church background. Their hypocrisy overflows. It overflows in their actions, in their words, in their everyday life. Their hypocrisy excels, but they can't see it. And in their hypocrisy, you would hear them condemning and judging everybody else for their actions while not seeing none of their own. J Good TV, salute. While not seeing none of their own. Why is that? Well, sometimes you might have a dissonance there. You know what I mean? Because some people, Carlos Franklin, what up? Some people might be so used to judging and not being judged, or being sheltered from being judged, that they are completely delusional about their own hypocrisy. And it also have people who know they're being hypocrites, but because the support that they have will never call out their hypocrisy, they will continue to be as hypocrite as they can, and they will stand firm and strong in it because they know their people is going to support them. Now, we have to have discernment on which kind of people we dealing with at any given time, because everybody ain't the same, even though they might have the same behaviors. You might see some of the same characteristics in somebody, but the intentions might be different. So you can't really say like the reason why this person is doing it is the same reason why the other person was doing it, even though they're doing the same thing. You know, and it got people who don't want to do the work. They don't want to think that hard. They don't want to actually be fair and make assessments based on the situation and the person on a case-by-case basis. They don't want to do that because that takes too much time. That takes too much thinking. And you know, when you think about something that you don't want to think about and you spend a lot of time thinking about it, you get a headache. You get a headache. I've watched people not want to answer simple questions because it's something that they not interested in, and if their brain have to think hard enough about that thing, they'll get a headache. And they'll tell you that. There's people who don't have no problem telling you, man, I can't even think about that stuff. Man, that should give me a headache just trying to think about it. And I've watched people get like that for riddles. For riddles. Something like, what is black and white and red all over? Man, thinking about that shit make my head hurt, man. I ain't even trying to figure that out, man. My head start hurting trying to figure that shit out. Shout out to Jay Hustler in the building. Your head starts to hurt when you try to think about this shit. This ain't even nothing traumatic. This ain't even nothing traumatic or something something violent or horrific. It's just something that you are too lazy to allow your brain to take the time to figure it out. So you automatically give up and say, that shit makes my head hurt. Well, you know what? It got people that it does make their head hurt. To actually do some research about the things that they speak on makes their head hurt. To actually be the person that they say they are and thinking on how to be that person makes their head hurt. Because a lot of these people are fake. Some people want to put on the persona that they are positive. Well, when you say you are positive, what does that mean? That means that you have no negative? What is positivity? You see, this is where a lot of people get it misconstrued because they don't even know about the words that they use, and they just use the words. Positive. Well, if you're so positive, why wouldn't you stand up for positiveness? I see people claim to be positive, but they stand up for negativeness. Shout out to Heck Money in the building. Heck Money. Heck Money. Heck Money. Money. All right, so would a person that is always preaching positivity, would they in turn create dysfunction and create a gossip situation to where you can gossip negatively about someone? Would they fuel that? Would somebody who is positive fuel the environment or create an environment just so people could have negative thoughts about somebody else and express them? Would somebody, you would think that somebody that's positive wouldn't even want to create a space like that because there's no positivity in that. But no, you got the fake positive people who says positive things, but everything about them is negative. What's negative? Insecurities. That's a negative trait. It's negative. Imagine being insecure and a narcissist. What? This is crazy. Shout out to Jens from Wabbit Brown. To be insecure and positive. How do you do that? How? Because insecure in itself is negative. And that drives negative emotions, which fuels negative thoughts. If you gotta always convince somebody that they are beautiful, if you always gotta convince somebody that people do like them, if you always gotta convince somebody that people are not jealous of you, people don't hate you, if someone's insecurities always make them feel like the world is against them, how can they be a positive person? I don't see it. And they have to be completely delusional. They have to be completely delusional to even think that the things that they're doing that everybody can see is representative of somebody who's positive. And you know, people are fake because a lot of times the people who preach the positivity group up with a bunch of negative people that they all hate something in common. They hate something in common. You be like, wait a minute. All you motherfuckers is coming together for good, but every one of you motherfuckers is evil. How does this work? This is what you call propaganda. When a bunch of evil, wicked, conniving people get together for something positive. Positive for who becomes the question. Positive for who? When you say something positive, so if positivity was part of your agenda, why wasn't you positive before? When did you start becoming positive? Let me tell you something about some people. If someone speaks to you about somebody else behind their back, always want to gossip about people behind the scenes, but never in front of the scenes, that's not a positive person. That's not a positive person. You know why? Because then they will deny anything they said behind the scenes because they're not real in the first place. They want to sit and talk about people with other people that don't like them. But they don't want the person that they're talking about to hear the things that they're saying. This way they can act like they're positive. Oh, I don't participate in that type of stuff. You guys don't see me on YouTube doing this type of shit. Well, I see you behind the scenes doing it. So what does that mean? That you're not because we don't see you on YouTube? This is the thing that happens with a lot of people, man. What's done in the dark stays in the dark with them. And they come into the light and act like they don't do none of the things they do in the dark. Why? Because nobody's supposed to ever find out the shit they do behind the scenes so they can keep up the fakeness, the fake positivity that they are portraying on YouTube. But guess what? There was this one time there was a couple people that claimed to be fake. They claimed to be positive people and moral people and in good standing, right? And they did a bunch of bullshit and they facilitated a bunch of bullshit and they would get people to join in the bunch of bullshit. And I saw it for what it was and I put a stop to it, right? Or I tried to get it under control and try to work with these people because at the end of the day, I'm not going to automatically throw you away. I'm going to give you a chance. And these people, after chance, after chance, after chance, they did what they did and exposed themselves, right? They exposed themselves. All the fuck shit that they were doing has gotten exposed. And you know what those people did? They was upset. They even started to lie about the things that they said and did. You know why? Because they didn't want it exposed. And when it got exposed, they were willing to lie because anything else would expose who they are. So you got people who's willing to lie. Willing to lie so that the truth about who they are does not be on display. Wow. That's a fake person. Mind you, they are not positive. They are not positive. You would know they are not positive if you ever had any kind of personal conversations with some of these people. This is all you would have to do. You would have to have conversations with some of these fake positive people. King Kush, what's up? Yeah, I hit the like button. We got 32. We got 32 likes and 42 watching. Yeah, let's get them likes up, please. Now, those people that claim to be positive, when you actually interact with them in private, you realize that they're not the most positive people that as much as they portray to be. When someone always tries to find a reason to talk about other people, but they're supposed to be the most positive person, that's a problem. That's a problem because it seems like some of the people that's claimed to be the most positive got a lot to say about all kinds of people. They got the most to say about all kinds of people. And it's almost like those same positive people come around you and try to get you to feel the same way about the people they feel that way about. You don't even have to talk about the people. You don't even have to mention the people. Those fake positive people would bring them up. They would find ways to bring them up. And if you know about them, you would notice that if there's any time when you're in a group with them and it's quiet, they're going to start talking. Because if there's a group of people around and nobody's talking, they're going to be the one to try to lead the conversation all the time. They can't stay quiet long enough. They can't stay quiet long enough because you know what happens? They say stuff like, man, you guys are real quiet. Ain't nobody got nothing to talk about. That's what happens when you're in the group setting and it gets too quiet. The motherfucking person that claims to be the most positive, they always want to just find something or someone to talk about. Y'all ain't got nothing and then they start thinking about people or things to talk about. So did anybody see this person do that the other day? You know those kind of people, right? And now they want you to speak on that. Because all the issues that they have with other people, they want to talk about it. But they also want those people to have the same feelings that they have about the situation. So they usually slow walk you into it. They usually slow walk you into it. They give you subliminals and give you hypotheticals that eventually you will start realizing like, oh, they talking about a specific person. We're like, oh, okay, I see what's going on here. At first, they'd be like, you ever know somebody who claimed to be your friend? And then you tell them some stuff about other people. And then they tell the other person what you said. And now you got to lie and say you didn't say it because you never thought they was going to tell that person. Like, yeah, because now they're mad. They're mad at someone. Someone must have went and told someone some shit they said about them that they didn't think that someone was going to tell. So now they're mad at the someone. So they come to you because they want you to be mad at the someone. They want to have somebody to be mad at the someone with. So what do? They come to you and they say things like, they'll make it real general. This way you have to basically agree with how they view the person, because you don't really know who they're talking about. And they're so general and they're painting it in such a way that any logical person would be like, yeah, you're right and that person's wrong. So once they generalize it so that you can be like, yeah, they start like, yeah. And then they try to fit in more details so that it can fit an actual person. You feel me? This is what they do. These people are supposed to be positive. They supposed to be positive. So here you go. They generalize it. And you be like, yeah, I don't fuck with people like that. Then they hit you with something. Yeah. Because I was in a conversation the other day with somebody, and you tell somebody something in confidence and they go back and tell everything you said to another person and try to make you look a certain way. And then you'll be like, man, I don't fuck with people like that. Nah. You know how that go. All right, so let's do it like this now. So let's say the person did say all that and told the person what you said. And yeah, you mad that they told them. But now what? Now you're upset that the person found out what you said, and now you want to act like you didn't say it. Damn. Shit, I would think that should be a weight lifted off your shoulder, that now the person actually knows how you feel about them, so y'all can just handle it however y'all want to handle it after that. No, because some people are cowards. Some people want to hate you while being around you. Some people want to be in your presence and say a bunch of slick shit about you with their friends constantly and hope that you don't know they talking about you. So you start realizing, like, listen, man, are you fake positive or are you real positive? Because a real positive person wouldn't look for ways to keep up negative shit and try to disguise it as being positive. That's fake positive. Listen, so much people does this shit, this type of stuff. We got men who come around and they would talk as if they're the most positive person on the planet. I don't do that. I dibble and dabble in some fuck shit every now and then. When I'm positive, I'm positive. When I'm not positive, I'm not positive, nigga. You ain't gonna get me to say I'm positive right now when I'm not, nigga. When I'm on my negative shit, that's what I'm on. You can't make me know one way all the fucking time. That's like saying he always mad. So then I'm never happy. That would mean I'm never happy. If I'm always mad, then nigga, I'm never happy. I don't know nobody on the planet who's never happy. I don't know. There might be somebody. Arabia Barbosa, 914, Westchester County, New York. Back at you with another video. So, this is what people try to do to you. They'll do shit like, I thought you cared about the black community. Why you want to pull up on a black man? The fuck? So you telling me that I can't care about the black community and pull up on a black man? A black man? You see, they put you in a spot where you can't do both because they are so fucking fake. Because they try to be one way, knowing that nobody's one way. They try to be one way. At least stand on what you stand on. Because listen, there's different things I stand on. Let me tell you something. Some people live by certain rules and some people don't. I don't hold people to the same rules that I live by, especially if they don't live by those rules. I make sure that anything that I'm involved in, I understand the consequences, I understand what it is, and I'm not gonna make no excuses for the shit that I fucking do. But we got people, because they're living a persona, because they're trying to be something that they're not, because they're trying to make themselves appear to strangers a way that they're not, they be acting like they stand on shit they don't stand on. They be acting like they one way and they know they not. Now, could you imagine a virgin, a church woman, or a pastor, a motherfucking deacon or a bishop or a reverend? Could you imagine one of them in the street life with prostitutes and pimps and hoes? That would go against what they preach. That would go against what they preach. But you have somebody who preaches positivity, might even reference themselves to a godly figure. Calls themselves even a pastor, even. Call themselves deacon and bishop. You know what I'm saying? Like, could you imagine someone like that who takes that persona to come on and portray himself as a pimp? Why? How about someone who portrays themselves as a virgin, someone who doesn't just date, would not talk to a man unless it's serious? How would that they're not into no kind of lifestyle that'll show any kind of overly sexualization of women? They're not into none of that. Imagine hearing them say something like they'll show you their titties for some cash apps, or they'll show you their ass for some donations. Imagine hearing that from those kind of people. It's fake. It's fake. Now, you see me? I don't put myself in that kind of box. So I don't have to be fake. I don't go around and acting like I'm a fucking saint, so I don't have to be fake. I don't try to make people think that I am a fucking angel, so I don't have to be fake. I don't have to act like I'm not that. Let me tell you something. At any given moment, I could act like an ignorant nigga. You know why? Because I ain't acting like I'm not that. At any given moment, I can act like a motherfucking educated nigga. You know why? Because I ain't acting like I'm not that. These motherfuckers be over here acting like they ain't, but they is. Acting like they ain't, but they is. And that's why they be mad at me, because I'm really real. I'm not acting like I ain't, nigga. I can be just like every one of you fuck niggas. And that's by choice, though. I can be just like any one of you fuck niggas. I could be like y'all right now if I wanted to. The difference between me and you, I can choose to be like y'all. You motherfuckers are the way you are. That's the difference. You niggas are pieces of shit. You niggas are liars. You are deceivers. You are manipulators. That's why it's so hard to be anything other than that. That's why you always got to try to convince people to be on your side. You know why? Because even you don't believe you. Even you don't believe you. I've heard people say things to get other people to not mess with other people. Could you imagine? Could you imagine that? Because I know there's a fake ass celebrity that I've come in contact with who basically didn't want people to speaking about him unless they were speaking about him in the ways that he liked. And he would condemn anybody that was with anybody who spoke anything against him that he didn't like. Now, these people, these fake positive people, they do the same type of stuff. You got to watch for those behaviors. You got to watch for those behaviors. They do the same type of thing. They convince people, or they try to convince people to treat them special or to treat other people differently because of an issue that they have with that person. That's them exercising. That's them trying to exercise their influence. Exercising it. Oh, well, if you are cool with me, then I'm gonna put something in your ear so that you can conduct your shit in the way I want you to conduct it when I'm around. So that the person who I have a problem with could know I got some influence over here. Huh? These motherfuckers. Well, I watched them try it time and time again. Shit. One time somebody took away everybody wrenches because motherfuckers was uncomfortable. So people do shit like that. People will go to other people and try to convince them to move a certain way so that they can be comfortable. So that they can be comfortable. Mind you, YouTube, a place like YouTube, has this feature where you can just block people. You don't even have to see the people you got a problem with. You don't. You don't. But for some people, that's not good enough. For some people, that's not good enough. They need to be able to control what is being even put in another person's chat. I go to other people's chat. And this is the thing about going to other people's chat. Well, when you go to other people's chat, especially chats that are not directly affiliated with the people that you fuck with all the time, you're going to run into other people there. You're going to run into other people there. For instance, we got a up and coming page right now in the sector over there. We got an up and coming page right now. It's doing some numbers. But in that chat, you're going to find people from all over. People that's cool with each other, people that's not cool with each other. What are you going to do in that chat? Are you going to tell people, are you going to tell the people, hey, there's people in here that's talking shit about me. Could you tell them to not do that in your chat? Not when it's on that level. Not when it's as big as that. Not when it's a bunch of you. The problem is your problem that you got to deal with. And how do you deal with it? Well, shit, just block all the people that you don't like to see in this chat. But when it's a smaller chat, When it's a smaller chat, you can exert more influence. You can exert more dominance. But you know not to do it in a bigger chat because especially where, you know. So, and we got people that'll basically threaten you and say, well, if you're going to allow these people in your chat, I'm not going to come here anymore. Damn. Arabia Barbosa, the link is in the chat. They got people that tell you straight up, if you're going to allow people in your chat, then I'm not going to come here anymore. And I'm like, well, damn. That's a form of control. That's not positive. That's pretty negative. Because you are now trying to control another person's motherfucking platform by giving them ultimatums. Shout out to Arabia Barbosa, 914 Westchester County, New York. What's going on, Arabia?
What's up, baby? You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm just talking about some...
You sounded, what is this name of this channel?
Oh,
What's the name of this shit?
This is Sizz Wabbit with a View. The name of this live right here is Fake Positive, False Prophets.
Oh, Fake Positive. Okay.
Yeah. you know, Arabia, I'm sure you ran into some people that claim to be positive and then they do a lot of stuff that it just doesn't seem fitting of somebody who's positive.
But it doesn't matter, sis. We know the thing. We know the shit. I gotta get over here because my battery is running low.
Okay.
And that shit is draining my goddamn battery. But shout out to Sizz. Shout out to the rabbits. Shout out to brown skin lady. Shout out to Moonlight. Shout out to my YouTube creators and those that came in. It is what it is. I did my donation Cash App giveaway this morning.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. Shout out to the winners.
Yes, but y'all was not in. Yeah. Sis, you couldn't know you should get invited, and you chose to stay out of it. Why?
I don't participate in giveaways. Because I want the people, the subscribers and stuff to get that.
Yeah, that's what I do for my subscribers. I give away money.
Yeah, because I do content. I rather a regular subscriber get that than me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to the chat. Sizz Rabbit got a wrench.
Yes,
Are
ma'am.
you feeling okay today?
Yeah, I'm actually feeling good. I'm feeling fake positive right now.
Yo, I know what you're talking about. Fake positive. Like when I go on my job, it's fake positive.
Oh yeah.
Fake positive.
At the job site is where you gotta be fake positive the most, because you probably hate everybody on that fucking job site. And you gotta smile with them. Hello, good morning. Hey, Kathy, how are you?
Fake positive. Fake.
Hey, I'm going to the store. Would you like something from the store?
When they steal my shit, my bag, stole my charger. Oh hell no.
Oh yeah. Well, that's when all the fake positive went out the window. Hey, listen. You was positive all the way up until then. That's when all that shit went out the window. You said, ain't nobody leaving. Ain't nobody leaving this place unless I get my charger.
My homeboys trying to find that charger. We couldn't find him.
Oh, man.
We couldn't find him.
You know, a lot of times the people that help you be the ones that stole that shit.
I'm going to work tonight. I'm going to find that goddamn charger.
You still looking for it? Nah, that charger ain't never coming back. You know why? It's only right. It's only right. Whoever stole a charger can never use it at work. They can't be around nowhere where you can notice the charger. So they gotta forever hide and use that charger. Yeah, so
Okay.
that charger gives them nightmares. And now they can't bring it back.
Let me take my camera off. This your home girl, Arabia Barbosa, 914 Westchester County, New York. We in the motherfucking house. I'm looking for that goddamn charger. Oh, I can't look for no more. Shout out to the chat. And this is the hat I look for the charger.
Hey, oh, wait. Did you go to South Carolina and pick up that hat?
Yeah, cause some of my homeboys got what with them stores.
So let me guess. Was that hat on the side of the passenger seat, and you went over there and got it?
No, I went to a store and bought that hat.
You sure? Hey, is that not the hat that was left on the car seat in South Carolina? Or is it North Carolina? No, I'm sorry. I mean North Carolina. Is that the hat? Hey, I seen somebody with a New York hat just like that one. Is y'all over there playing tag with the hat? 1 minute you got the hat today, and then the next day they got the hat.
Hey, Sizz, I love my hats.
Arabia.
I love my brims.
I'm starting to think.
This is my New York brim. My New York brim look like that. My other brim, woo, child, look like this. Woo.
All right now.
Now when you take that off, you gotta put on the other brim. Damn, the brim. Batman gave me this brim. I'm like, God damn, son of a bitch. Then I put on the other brim. I'm like, yo, I put on different brim.
Okay, Hat Arabia. Hat Arabia Barbosa.
Shout out to the chat. Yo, but Sizz, you doing a very good job over there. And I want you to be more. No, you do what you need to do. You need to do what you need to do. I need to do what I need to do. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Look at this hat. Look at this hat. Look at my hair. It's gone.
And you like to tilt your hat to the side like Jay-Z or something. Like you think you Jigga, man? This nigga like to tilt her hat to the side. You know I do the same shit. It's a bad habit. I be tilting my shit.
I wear the do rags and all that, and they like, oh shit, this bitch wearing the do rag. Where's my other shit?
Shout out to the chat.
Where is it? Shout out to the chat.
Shout out to Lovey in the building.
I'm not gonna do it that long. Look at my new shit. Look at my new shit.
What's your new shit? What's those goggles? Fuck, you going swimming? You going swimming? Why that shit look like some shit from like 19 or 1800s when the first submarine or some shit?
Because it's a prop. It's a prop, Sizz.
It's a prop.
It's a prop. Or another hat.
Does that go on your titties?
Sizz, you know. Come on, man. Don't do that.
Yo, radio got
suck the you see me suck the knife?
Yeah, I saw that. You know, I saw that on that other lady channel.
Yeah, that bitch over there. She always fucking with me. She wanna be me. Yeah. Shout out to the chat.
Shout out to the chat, but
that
you know,
bitch wanna be me.
a lot of these people act like they positive and they really not. You see, I seen this one person. She act like she was into music and movies and doing reviews and all that. And in all reality, that was the fake.
She was a hater. Yep. You know how white people in New York do? They hate us. They do it in sneaky ways, like mama's cooking. That's what they do.
Get a little taste of mama's cooking. Well, you know, some people don't never season their food, so that's probably why they ain't never had mama's cooking. They got unseasoned motherfucking raw chicken. They washing the chicken with motherfucking palm olive and shit. Using motherfucking Tide to wash the chicken. Like, did she just put detergent on the chicken? Like, oh no.
I ain't fucking with you today. You too much. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the Sizz Rabbit got a wrench. Shout out to the rabbits. And y'all seen my short video. The German Shepherd is in the room. And the German Shepherd treat the rabbit very well.
Shout out to the German Shepherd.
What is the BT 1000? The Jeepy Creeper on this shit. Lucy the Vampire and the German Shepherd. Goddamn.
God damn,
Yo, roll them
Arabia got names.
Yeah. Names for my attitude that day. But shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Since you ever got rich, please do what you got to.
Thank you.
Don't talk bad about my homegirl over there. Brown skin lady. My little baby over there. Don't do that. Don't do that. Say that. Look at you.
Yeah.
You acting like a damn fool. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all have a good show.
All right, thank you, Arabia, for
Rated
coming
Live
up.
TV. Shout out to Rated Live TV for doing her videos. At least she was trying to be fair. Shout out to her. And Kwame Brown fucking 2 scoops up his asshole.
No.
I don't like that nigga. Never liked him. Never. I don't understand how y'all liked him, but it is what it is. That's how y'all formulate into the rabbits.
27 Duran. Good morning. Shout out to you. Yeah.
So what the fuck happened? You express your mind and I kicked you out?
Ooh.
And the other people out? Don't nobody need to listen to that dude. Nobody.
All right. I guess this is an intermission, y'all. Hold on. We're going to get back to it. Arabia, 3 monetized pages.
I'm out of here.
You out of here?
I'm out of here.
All right. Shout out to Arabia.
But I'm not a rabbit. I'm from Tommy Sotomayor Nation.
Oh.
Solar Nation. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. You see what I look like? That's why I became a part of Solar Nation. Because I seen the other black women get all them accolades and all the love and all that. I ain't get that. I had to go on my own. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Oh, we see one of my homegirls going live right now. God damn son of a bitch. Sizz Rabbit got a wrench. I will see you later.
All right, Arabia, you have a good day. Shout out to you.
You have a good day.
All right, now.
And shout out to the chat. Hey, Sizz.
Hey.
You released my chat. So everybody's in there talking their shit.
Oh.
Talking their shit.
Talk your shit.
Talk your shit. Morning, one love. Fuck you. Get 2 scoops of fuck you in your asshole, bitch. Fuck you. All right, I'm out of here.
All right, Arabia.
That's it. Bye.
Later. That was Arabia Barbosa, ladies and gentlemen. Arabia Barbosa. And we're back. Shout out to Nurse Petty in the building. Shout out to Lovey. Oh.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Angelina Rogers, good morning. Thaddeus, you already know. Nurse Petty, what it is. Sonia B. 27 Durant. Yeah, shout out to Arabia, man. Hey. We all had experiences with fake positives before, man. And false negatives. Fake positives and false negatives. Shout out to Leticia's third eye POV. Let's make Leticia great again, y'all. Y'all sub up to Leticia. Leticia third eye POV. POV. So back to fake positives, man. Putting on the persona and then trying to live the shit on a virtual reality app, but in real life, you're not like that. in real life, you surround yourself with people that gossip about other people all day. You look forward to gossiping about other people all day, and you hate resolutions. Meaning, like, you want to hate and hate forever, especially when it comes to women. These type of people, they be, listen, man. Listen, some people be trying to hold grudges for shit that they don't even fucking have to hold grudges for. Some people hate the truth. Some people hate the truth. I've seen people get offended when they heard the truth about themselves. And the worst part about that is they get so offended that it's almost like they get traumatized and they start reaching for help. Like if you tell somebody, you know you're a selfish person, they'd be like, what do you mean I'm selfish? They'd be like, Leticia, do you think I'm selfish? It's like, goddamn, Sheila B. Shout out to Sheila B. Leticia got 500? You lying. Leticia, you got 500? When? Leticia ain't getting no 500. Not yet. Leticia, you got 500? Nah, not yet. That's fast. That'll be too fast. You got 500 from last week to... Shout out to Leticia, Third Eye POV. God damn, girl. God damn, nigga, it was just 3-something, almost 400 last week. Oh, yeah, them shorts, girl. Them fucking shorts. Shout out to Leticia. Them shorts will fucking do it. Those shorts would fucking do it. Now, be careful with that. But shout out to Leticia, man. Shout out to Leticia. It's about time. It's about time, girl. God damn, the year of the Wabbits, bro. The year of the motherfucking Wabbits. Shout out to Leticia. Yeah, you gotta... Yeah, but those shorts won't get you people in your chat either. And it might not get you actual views on your videos that you post. So just make sure that you do what you gotta do to build a core audience for your videos. Because you fuck around and end up with 25,000 subscribers and go live and have 5 people in the chat. You don't want that. Have to call a large channel like that a dead channel. Like, no, don't do that. Man. Listen. Show me a company, I'll tell you who you are, man. You surround yourself. When you surround yourself with jealous people, people that are jealous and envious of other people, people that are insecure, Foxy Brown, Sheila B, people that have negative thoughts about people all the time. There's a reason why you're around them. There's a reason why you're around them. Some people operate behind a cloak. Some people operate behind a cloak. So you ever had a friend, or you know somebody who has a friend who's always the loud one, always the one ready to fight? And then they got the other friends who don't fight, but they'll tell the friend that likes to fight about a girl that they don't like, and the friend that likes to fight will now try to confront that girl. Mind you, the ones who really don't like her, they not gonna confront her. But they gonna tell the girl that confronts people, they gonna tell her, because that's their friend, they gonna tell her like, yo, I don't like that bitch. That bitch always trying to do some shit. And what does that friend do? Because you know what kind of friend that is. You know she gonna always want to go fight somebody for you and all type of shit. So you pretty much set that girl onto the other girl. Like, it got guys that do that type of shit. These is bitch ass niggas. I've watched guys have problems with me and go to other people and tell them, yeah, you know them kind of guys that do this and do that and do that, to try to get those people to feel a kind of way about me on their behalf so that they could want to say something about me, because they feel like if that person get in the beef with me, that person will have a better chance than that what they had in the beef with me. I said, look at this shit. I watch people do that type of stuff on YouTube all the time. Well, in these sectors, quote unquote, I watch people do that type of stuff all the time. Those people are not positive. They are not positive. My thing is, I don't promote positivity. I don't promote positivity. That's not what I promote. I don't have a message. I promote educating yourself, knowing more, getting knowledge about all things. That's what I promote. I promote understanding behavior, understanding why people do what they do, understanding it. I would like change, but I don't promote change. Because change ain't just gonna happen by me promoting that motherfucker. Change is gonna happen by people acknowledging what the problem is. If people cannot see what the problem is, what change is gonna come? You can't fix nothing you don't know is broken. So we got broken people walking around thinking they normal, acting like they normal. What you gonna fix? Nothing. You can't fix shit. So that's why I promote education, because at least with education, you might realize that your ass is broken. The more you learn, the more you might realize you a broken motherfucker. And hopefully that will give you the knowledge you need to understand that you need to make a change. And that understanding will allow you to make a change. But until then, you motherfucking fake positive niggas will never get far. You only gonna get as far as the people that's with you go, nigga. You tuberculosis, salute. That's a fact. So, some people gonna have to ride the wave of motherfucking fake positive until they get exposed. Because it's only but a matter of time before you get completely exposed. Practice what you preach. Practice what you preach. Shout out to the chat. I wanna point out that we got some religious people amongst us. And the funny thing about it is, the ones that are most religious, the ones that claim to be most religious, they not amongst us. We who do Sunday service and Thinkers Thursdays and content where we dive deep into this type of stuff, we don't even claim to be as religious as the other folks who don't even dive into this content. Yet they are the ones who wants to be in position to say all the things that people would be moved by. Even though they not nothing like none of those things they would have to say. We got people who couldn't stand the test of time when it came to knowledge. Imagine you name yourself teacher such and such, but you ain't never taught nothing in any of your content. Imagine you say your name is chef such and such, and you ain't never cook a goddamn thing in none of your content. Imagine if you said your name was DJ such and such, and you ain't play a goddamn song in none of your content. We got niggas named Pastor such and such that don't even fucking quote the word, nigga. They can't read a scripture. Them niggas don't know nothing about the book. They can't give you no, you ain't never hear them actually give you anything that you can hold tangible about the book or the religion or its foundation or its spirituality. All they do is give you fluff, a bunch of feel-good shit. Niggas sit here and tell you about yourself, what you're not doing, how much shortcomings you have, how not perfect you are, how much mistakes you make every day, how bad you do, how much you're not taking care of your kids, how much you not helping your community, how much you not doing the things you need to fucking do, how much you are not making the people move forward. These niggas tell you all of that. You know they don't tell you nothing about the book. These niggas want to sell you words, not knowledge. These niggas want to sell you inspiration, not knowledge. These niggas want to just sit and freestyle whatever comes to their mind and sell it to you. Like, nigga, you ain't no rapper. You ain't no poet. That's the only people I'm gonna buy some words from. A motherfucking rapper or a poet. Okay? You know why? Because they are putting those words together in an art form. You ain't gonna sell me no feel-good shit, bro. And you definitely ain't gonna sell me no guilt. These niggas out here selling guilt. Say everything they know you do so that you can feel bad about it. Yeah, I know you probably went to work late a couple times, but you should do better. You should know not to go to work late. Yeah, I know you was supposed to be there on time, but you didn't make it. You should have made it. And ask yourself, why did you not make it? And you know how it go. You know how it go.
Steve A donated $5 through Super Chat. Salute Sizz and chat working and listening.
Shout out to Steve A for that donation. He says, salute Sizz in chat, working and listening. Shout out to Steve A. You know what they do. They guilt you about shit that even they do, but they make it seem like they've passed that. They make it seem like they have passed that. Oh, you didn't cook this week, huh? You didn't cook this week because you ain't make time. You didn't make time to cook when you supposed to have a home-cooked meal. And that's the problem with people like you, is that you won't sit there and make some time to cook, to season your food, and to actually turn on the fire and let it boil. And that's why you're dying now, because you ain't healthy. And you probably ate McDonald's last week, didn't you? And make you feel bad about everything you fucking do, even though they was on the road for 5 or 6 hours and had to stop at a gas station and eat 7-Eleven food and a bunch of fucking junk food while they was traveling. You feel me? They done stopped and ate some motherfucking junk food today because they traveling. They on the fucking road. So they ain't got no home cooked food. But here they are telling you how ain't shit you are. And how much you need to better your life and get your shit together because you ain't cook in your motherfucking house. This is what they do. This is what they do. And you would think, Val Hawkins, what's up? You would think it puts you under the impression that, yo, the nigga that's saying all this about you, well, he definitely ain't going through that. He must have got past all that shit. This nigga never late. This nigga, you know how they do. You know how they do. The niggas that's cheating on their wife the most is telling you how much you supposed to treat your woman good and be faithful to her. Make you feel guilty for everything that they're fucking doing. Niggas don't give a fuck about nobody but themselves and come and talk shit to you to make you feel like you are less and that you need to be more than what you are because you cannot amount to what they are. This is how they come to you. This is how they come to you. All you women wear weave. That's because you don't like yourself. Because you hate yourself. That's why you wear weave. Like, damn, bro. But your wife got fucking weave, my nigga. Like, your wife ain't even all natural, bro. Your wife got a whole fucking weave on. While saying these things to you. Shit. Because you know why? You know why? Because they feel like you need to learn this shit. Even though they don't practice it, they already know this shit. So knowing it ain't helped them to practice it. But here they are telling you that they're going to tell you what you need to do and that's going to fix you. Mind you, they know the same information that they trying to give to you, but they still ain't fixed because they still some bitch ass niggas. Jason with a carrot. These niggas ain't fixed. Niggas will name themselves Dr. such and such. Ain't got a degree. Ain't got a doctorate. Ain't never fucking performed surgery. Ain't never wrote a thesis. Ain't got no PhD. Ain't never prescribed medicine. Ain't never took a temperature. Ain't never fucking listened to a heartbeat, nigga. Niggas will call themselves doctor. That's how far these people will go. Because it's all about persona and being a fake motherfucker to a bunch of people that you don't know, so it don't matter. To deceive them. To make it seem like you know because you realize they don't know. He's just con man. They ain't teaching you shit. They keeping all the knowledge for themselves while they talk down to you and make you seem like you ain't shit. But they ain't teaching you nothing. They ain't saying, yo, you see all this shit that I've been saying to y'all? This is where I learned it. This is where I learned all this stuff that I be saying to you guys. Here. Let me show y'all where I got it. Nah. Because they don't want to teach nobody how to fish. Dumb niggas want you come back to them every time you need more. Every time you need more, they want you to come back to them so they don't teach you nothing. They don't teach you nothing. You come and they give you feel good. They give you feel good. Because they dealing with a bunch of people that's all they want is feel good anyway. Them motherfuckers ain't had nothing tangible to hold anyway. These is motherfucking broken spirited people that they got around them anyway. So they just need to hear something to make them feel good because it's not real anyway. I ain't come on YouTube to hear some shit to make me feel good. Nigga, what the fuck I'm doing that for? I need to come on YouTube to just listen to some feel good shit. The fuck? Jenny, what's up? These dudes can't do nothing other than the bullshit that they do. They don't have no versatility. They don't have no versatility. And they can't appeal to no young folks because you can't sell these young folks no God, nigga. You stupid. You wildin', boy. You can't sell these young folks no God, bruh. You're gonna have to package that shit up differently. We got people using terms, giving it to their people for them to use. Don't even tell them where it come from. Don't even break it down. Don't nothing. And then you start hearing people talk about, if you not FBA or full-blooded American, and they start speaking with conviction about some shit that they don't even explain to the people what it is. But the people, because they're already, gravitating towards these niggas, the people are gonna put shit like, yeah, 100. Like, nigga, this nigga's not even full-blooded American. What the fuck, you know what a full-blooded American is for real? None of you niggas. Fuck is you talking about? We got people that will say things because they already believe something. So they will take anything that sounds good, that sounds like it validates what they already believe. That's not a good way of learning. And you definitely shouldn't be teaching nobody if that's how you doing it. Anything you believe in, you should try to see if you can disprove it. Or prove it. But people don't understand that. That's not my fault. That's not my fault. These people that come on here and use these platforms to belittle and talk down to their audience while not teaching them a goddamn thing, those are con artists. Those are con artists. What's the point of saying what you're saying if you're not going to teach them how to understand what you understand? So what? We got to wait till next week for you to just come say some more bullshit? You going to give us the instructions of our life. Where did you get them from? I heard a dude say, Listen, we gonna move by these guidelines, these new guidelines that we set for ourselves. I said, well, who the fuck, nigga? We who? This nigga starts saying stuff about guidelines and rules on how people should engage each other on YouTube based on some shit that he came up with that he ain't discussed with nobody else. Then the nigga start telling you the rules. Yeah, when you go back and forth, you don't do this and you don't do that. You could do this, but you can't do that, and you could do this. And then when you have an argument, this is how you handle the argument. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, and if you guys do it this way, then we won't have no issues in the sector, and it won't be like, what the fuck, nigga? What? Who the fuck is you understand? But that's the narcissistic motherfucking traits. Because in reality, they call themselves leader of the people in their name. For instance, King Wabbit. Well, that's a persona I adopted. I took that on. Because people started treating me, my ops started treating me as if I was a leader. Lucy, good morning. My ops started treating me like if I was a leader. So I took that and rubbed it in their face and started to take on the persona like if I was. However, I'm Sizz. I ain't coming here as no motherfucking Pastor Sizz, Professor Sizz, motherfucking Deacon Sizz, Reverend Sizz. You ain't never hear me put myself hold on, in those positions. You ain't hear me put myself in those positions. That's not the name I chose for myself. You feel me? These niggas' YouTube name, nigga. Bishop such and such. You know what I'm saying? Like, these niggas already, before they even, nigga, when they was making up a name, these niggas chose the leadership name over people for themselves already. Lord such and such. You feel me?
Alif CJ donated $5. The gospel according to Saint Sizz, be real, don't be a pretender.
Shout out to Alif CJ for that donation. He said, he says, the gospel according to Saint Sizz, be real, don't be a pretender. Shout out to Alif CJ, man. Listen, I'm Sizz. I ain't come in here as motherfucking Pastor Sizz. King Sizz. Lord Sizz. Leader of men Sizz. I didn't do that. I came in there, had niggas calling themselves reverends and deacons and bishops and pastors and all type of shit. I said, God damn, this nigga, where's the congregation? Because clearly you're the leader of something. Clearly you're the leader of something, nigga. Lord Farquhar. Clearly. It's in your name, nigga. The Pope. Pope such and such. I didn't do that. But I met dudes that did. And you start realizing why they did. These niggas is full of theyself, boy. These dudes be full of themselves, man. And it be delusional shit. I remember one time, one person who named himself after something religious, right? Like, let's say a nigga named himself motherfucking Pastor James, and that's his YouTube name. And then this nigga does music, and his shit ain't gospel. His shit is about motherfucking fixing your mouth because your teeth is fucked up and you ain't get braces and you got all these spaces in your teeth. And he teasing the fuck out another man, but his name is Pastor James. Well, I saw one of the people that basically gravitated to the persona of Pastor James. They was outraged. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you cursing? Ain't you supposed to be a man of the cloth? Why are you cursing? Shout out to 901. Pro 901 in the building. Roll Rich. And you gotta understand, you can't be mad at that subscriber for being upset that your ass is cursing, nigga. You got pastor in your name. They are under the... Why did you name yourself that if that's the type of shit you want? If you in all this type of bullshit, why did you name yourself that? Yeah, the DVR is on. This type of content is for everybody. When we on wabbittube, it's a little different. I don't take off the DVR. You guys can rewind on this content. This is different stuff. This is different. This is not Sons of Wabbitry Sizz. This is Sizz Wabbit with a view. So, you know, everybody's welcome. This is over here we do regular, meaningful conversations, not the drama and all that shit. Which we could do drama too, but just not sector-based drama. If we do drama, we're gonna talk about world drama or drama, you know, all over. We just ain't gonna, you know how we do on the wabbittube, you know, we pretty much in one place. And it's about what goes on over there. But over here, we talk about anything, anywhere. Anywhere. Because me personally, I'm giving examples of things I've dealt with, but these examples apply to everybody. Because I'm sure you guys have met people that does the same shit. They use the fact that they feel like, well, the fact is they might know a little bit more than the people that are around them. I'm not one of those people. I'm not one of those people that they know a little bit more than. So they can't preach to me. They're so used to preaching to people that they kind of lose sight of who they talking to. Like, you're talking to a grown ass man, brother. You know, when you think you preaching or teaching or something, but you're really not. You're really trying to son somebody. And sometimes you just gotta let them do it so that you really can be seen, like, so you can really analyze what they really doing. Like, look at someone, because they might really think they might be trying to help, and then sometimes they just not. They think they are, but they just not. So that's, you gotta look at that, try to analyze what it is, because these niggas. Some of these people be losing their mind. You gotta watch them. You gotta watch them. Don't nobody who's trying to uplift you constantly put you down. I don't say y'all all the time. You know why? Because I don't separate myself from the people. We. When I say y'all, I'm talking about them. I don't do it all the time like these guys, man, because they don't never say we. It's always y'all. Like, if they not, they above everything they talk about. That's only for the peasants. Oh, y'all do this. Y'all do that. Y'all.
I was about to delete my YouTube, y'all.
It's always y'all. Oh, y'all. Shout out to the chat. It's always y'all. Never we. And I'm on some we shit because we shall overcome. We shall overcome. It's the year of the Wabbits. It's We the Wabbits is the name of the Discord. We the Wabbits. It's us. Now, mind you, guess who's involved in the we? All my ops. Ain't that some shit? All my ops is involved in the we. Because it's all about us. It's still us, nigga. Even if I don't fuck with you, you still one of us. It's still we, nigga. We got motherfuckers like you that we need to stop fucking with. But you still one of us, motherfuckers. The fuck? These niggas act like... So it's almost like you part of the motherfucking black African race, quote unquote. And cause you left, you now part of a different race or something. Nigga, you still one of us. We don't fuck with you. You can stay over there with them motherfuckers, but you still one of us. You just one of us with them. You just one of us that went over there, nigga. I don't do the separation tactics. I don't do the separation tactics. And I'm more diplomatic than most people. I'm more diplomatic than most. I would put my grievances to the side to look at a bigger picture. I can see things bigger than what they are. I could think ahead. I can see where something can possibly go, what it can lead to before it even get there. I can critically think. I can think about the consequences to my actions and the consequences to other people's actions even before they did it. It's just funny to me, man. It's just funny to me. You know, one thing I don't understand. The people that claim to be the most religious that I've met since I've been on YouTube, they don't even know the Bible as well as I do. And that kind of puzzles me. And there's people with strong convictions about things that they don't even know about 100%. They don't even know if it's 100% true or not. But they got strong convictions about it. And people are entitled to their opinions. But does that mean you're right because you feel that way? Look at what's going on in Israel and Palestine. If you ask Israel about their God right now, they'll tell you that their God is in their favor. And you know what they'll use to prove that? They'll show all the victories of war that they got. And they'll tell you, listen, my God is in favor of me. Look at all my victories. It's all how you rationalize shit, man. Well, I mean, shit. You could believe anything. You could believe anything. You could believe the sky is green. The world is a rectangle. You can believe whatever you want. It's just crazy how these people don't do no teaching. They just so sure about what they talking about. And that's not what it is. They just know how to use the tactic. The tactic of say what the people want to hear. Say what the people want to hear. I listen to some people and I hear cliches all the time. They say things like, what goes around comes around. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. Like, and people would be like 100. Yeah, I agree. I'd be like, you got a whole live stream filled with a bunch of cliches. Everything you saying is shit that people can agree with. Yeah, and that's why you got to focus on yourself, and you don't care what nobody thinks about you, and always stay positive and always put your best foot forward and make sure you look on the bright side, and you be like, man, if you don't shut the fuck up, if you don't shut the entire fuck up, they ain't teaching you shit. They just say shit that you can agree with. Yeah, and you gotta keep your eyes out for them snakes, y'all. And you gotta cut your grass and keep the grass low. Cause you know, once you cut the grass, then you'll be able to see the snakes. Like, yup, right, yup, you right, definitely. Like, man, the fuck, bro? Like, say something profound, nigga. You just keep saying shit that I done heard already. Of course I'm gonna agree with that, nigga. This is what you said. The funny thing about it is, the snakes and the motherfuckers who get bit by the snakes say the same thing. You gotta keep your grass low. You gotta cut your grass low to look out for the snakes. Nigga, the snakes say that, and the niggas who get bit by the snakes say the same shit. So I ain't learning nothing by niggas saying that. They say all these cliches. And then that's the shit that kills me about it is, it usually be the snakes and manipulators and deceivers and frauds and fake positive people that usually say this shit because it's cliche shit. And you're always gonna have haters, y'all. And you're always gonna have haters because if you ain't doing nothing right, then you won't have haters. And you're always gonna get haters when you're doing something right. Guess who say that shit? The fucking haters. The haters say that shit. So it'll be like, man, be like, listen, man, I'm not just sitting here just trying to hear a bunch of feel good shit that anybody could say, even the evil motherfuckers that does the same shit. They say it because it feels good. And these niggas is hypocrites. Hypocrites, man. Everything they say goes against them. It got people who, okay, let's say somebody wants to silence you. So they thought they had the authority and power of YouTube to silence you, right? So they don't make it public. Instead, they stay behind the scenes and they go to YouTube and they do what they do and they try to silence you by shutting down your page. And it didn't work. And it didn't work. So their next move is to make it public. I'm going to now tell everybody to stop, to report your page and to stop supporting you because I couldn't silence you. I tried to silence you through YouTube, but I'm not able to do it because YouTube said you're not doing nothing wrong. So instead, I'm going to go to my community wall and encourage all my people to report your page and to stop supporting you. And that don't work. So you're stuck with having to coexist. Not because you wanted to, because you were forced to coexist. Now you gotta coexist. So you just gotta fucking ignore niggas and see them when you see them and act like you don't see them. And now you can't even get mad at the people that's in your chat and in the other nigga chat because all that shit you tried didn't work. Now you're gonna look crazy if you push the issue. If you push the issue, knowing that YouTube says ain't nothing wrong, and the people ain't gravitating towards that bullshit. So you know if you push the issue, you're gonna create problems with your people. So what do? They just basically accept the situation and move the fuck around like they was supposed to do from the beginning, right? But now listen to what they say. I don't tell people where to go, and I don't care if you go in another person's chat, and I don't care if I got a problem with a person and you be in their chat and be in my chat. Should have said that before you tried all that other shit. You should have said that before you tried all that other shit. You see what I'm saying? It's the fakeness, the falseness. And guess what? When they say it, it sounds good. See, don't you be in a chat and I don't say nothing. You be in a chat and I don't got a problem with that. See, I don't got no problem with it. Nah, and then the people be like, yeah, you don't have a problem with it. Did y'all forget when they did? You understand? So people got to be careful with that because what these posers and frauds do. Shout out to Draco, back like he never left. Member for months and months and months. These posers, these frauds, they always learn how to become aggressive victims. it goes from I'm a victim, I've been wronged, feel sorry for me. Now, once you generalize your story on your victimization, you'll probably get some people to gravitate towards your story.
Let me tell my story.
And you know, there's gonna have people that's gonna wanna let you get your part out.
I wanted to let her get her part out.
But people gotta remember it's two sides to stories. And proof is better than a motherfucker just running their mouth. Proof is better than a motherfucker just running their mouth. So we got people that they good at running their fucking mouth. But they're not good at lying. But they do a lot of it. So where do they run their mouth? Behind the scenes. This way nobody can hear them to call out the lies because they're not good at it. And you know, when you're dealing with people like us, when you say some shit, we got questions. Hey, so wait, how did this happen and this happen? Well, why didn't you do this when this happened? Why did you do that when that happened? You know, those type of questions make motherfuckers not want to talk no more. When they lying. When they lying. I be doing this. I do this real well. I challenge you to call me a liar. And you know what? Niggas know I got time. I will spend 12 hours going through some shit. Niggas don't want to test me. They don't want to test me. You know why they don't want to test me? Because they know I'm not lying. And we got time to go through that whole shit and they don't want to do that. Nigga get frustrated just thinking about going through whatever you being accused of lying. If I tell you lying, nigga, I'm gonna sit here and break that motherfucker down. Then they gonna say, who has time to sit here for all these hours to break some shit down? Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. I bet you would say that. Oh, man. These posers, man. They pose like somebody be doing them wrong. We got male posers, female posers. Had a dude just fabricate a whole fucking story about him being attacked in a magical room somewhere. And somehow he just magically got this information bestowed upon him from the Most High God himself. And God has bestowed on him this information to allow him to become a victim. To go on a world tour of woe is me. And to get as much people to join hands with him and sing We Shall Overcome from Sizz. And they get to create a whole movement and nobody actually makes anybody prove anything that they say. And make it worse, everything that they say sounds far-fetched. And anybody with common sense would be like, wait a fucking minute, this is dumb. But the posers and frauds, They didn't need no explanation. They didn't need it to make sense. Because these niggas be here for reasons. And if they don't want you where you at, they just find anything to try to move you from where they don't want you. I had one guy who was a fraud and scammer in real life. In real life, right? This man even scammed people's food. This man took pictures of other people's food and used it as marketing for his cooking and his stuff that he did. This man done did all kind of scams for children. This shit done made the news. Articles and all type of stuff about the scams that was done. You know, man done got exposed using people's children in pictures. Saying that they're his children. Collecting donations for other people's children. Saying that they're his. You know, real scumbag shit. Real scumbag shit. But it wasn't until after I was snaked by this guy, after he snaked all the other people around him, that I started to look back and realize, who is these people and how did I come in contact with them? And the guy, the scammer, was in cahoots, was real cool with another guy who was pretty much like a vagrant. I think he lived in a shelter. He's a bum on the streets or something, but pervert kind of guy. But those two fit together. They both seemed like something was wrong with them. So they end up falling out. But before they fell out, the scammer guy targeted me and involved me in this elaborate story to sabotage and infiltrate another YouTuber's page and camp, and said that he was involved as well as me and other people. This scamming ass dude was so all in that he put himself in the motherfucking crime that listen, this nigga, listen, I guess to make it believable, this nigga put himself in the motherfucking crime as one of the accessories. So it gotta be true. I said, bruh, the dude put himself in the crime as one of the accessories. So basically, the knowledge that he has is first-hand knowledge because he was there committing the crime with I said, this niggas is, listen, this is how far they would go. This how far they would go. Could you imagine that a nigga wants you locked up so bad that he would lie about being a part of the crime just so that he can get your ass in jail for the crime? This nigga gonna get himself locked up just so that he can get you locked up, nigga. Right, Lakeith D, right? Listen, man, this shit ain't. Now, this is the thing about that type of shit, right? If you're a jury and a nigga is implicating himself in the crime, you gotta believe that nigga. You gotta believe. Listen. If a nigga is telling on himself and his part he had to play in it too, you gotta believe that nigga. So to think that a nigga would lie about even being at the scene of a crime and partaking in it, and he wasn't even there, what the fuck would make a nigga do that? What in the world would make somebody do that? Shit. Now, if you know that if you lie and you ain't gonna get away with this, and only the person that's gonna get in trouble because this whole shit is fixed, and you over here working with the motherfucking DA and all that to get this nigga locked up, because that's what happened. A nigga tried that shit. He's working with the other people to get me accused of some shit, knowing that they're going to exonerate him and downplay anything he says that he was doing and highlight whatever he accused me of and make that the motherfucking the main point, while hailing him as a hero for whistleblowing on me. I say, yo, this shit can't be like, these niggas do this shit for real on YouTube. Elaborate schemes. Black Pro, what's up? Elaborate schemes. Y'all gotta be careful with that. You gotta be careful with that. Now, that move right there didn't work out too well for him. And he disappeared expediently. Bernard, you don't got a membership over here. You're gonna need a membership to type over here. Could somebody please fly my brother Bernard out? You don't gotta block him, but fly him out. Give him some time to think about getting his membership. Shout out to Bernard Ties. You know what to do, Mr. Ties.
You need to be flew the fuck out of the chat. Just remember, Air Draco. We're there for you.
All right now. Shout out to the mods. What had happened was so this guy got up out of here real quick because it didn't work out for him. It didn't work out for him, right? And eventually he came back months and months later. And he had to come and talk to me. And I got to talk to him and get a one-on-one. And this nigga, this lying ass nigga, was the only nigga to be honest to me throughout this whole time. He's the only one to keep it 100. After he did all that lying, he came clean, but he was the only one to keep it 100 on why he did what he did. He was jealous. He was mad. He was looking for come-ups. He was being an opportunist. But he accepted it. And I didn't have to tell him he was that. He told me. Dumb other niggas don't know how to keep it real like that. Because they cannot admit what they did. So, you know, these type of people, they always claim that they've been wronged. Something happened to them. You need to stop messing with people that's doing harm to them. When in all reality, they're the aggressors. They are the aggressors. When they don't get things to go their way, they become victims with the same aggressiveness. They do shit like say, you ain't gonna fuck with me and think I ain't gonna defend myself, motherfucker. Just so they can call you a motherfucker. You ain't gonna be picking on me, you bitch. Just so they can call you a bitch. I ain't scared of you, you motherfucker, you. Like, you know, they do this type of shit. They will even get violent. If you think you're gonna run up on me, I'm telling you now, I'll stab you if you come close to me. Just so they can say they gonna stab you. Also that when they, because what they really want to do is just tell you straight up, I'll stab you. I want to, you know, they really just want to say those things to you, but because they're fake positive, they have to look like they are defending themselves when they do the bullshit that they've been wanted to do anyway. There was a woman, racist woman. I caught that about her in her speech. I'm sure you guys might have met people who do and say things a certain way that you realize that there's a hidden agenda behind their speech and that they use their speech as some form of weapon. A way to talk down to you. I'll give you a scenario. I think I've told people this before, but there was a time when I went to do a service at an older white guy's house, and every time I did what I was supposed to do at a certain part of the house, he would say stuff like, "Good boy. Attaboy." No, like, nigga, what? And he would act real oblivious to what he's saying, because I would stop and like turn to him, and he would just like make regular conversation like me and him is the coolest people ever, and it's like I had to give him the side eye like, man, you think you slick, bruh. Like, yo, this man called me boy so much times. And it was the way he did it that was allowing him, because I kept, like, I swear, man, it's just the way he did it was trying to make it seem like he was so innocent. What you mean? Oh, no, I didn't mean it like that. No, I was just saying. I was just giving you a compliment. I'm like, listen, son. It's not like that, son. Oh, now it's son, huh? I bet you if I didn't say nothing, it would have been, listen, boy, it's not even like that, boy. But now that I said something, now it's son, huh? Like, yo, nigga, you could have said... Yeah, but yeah, it's you know, it's how they do it. It's how they do it, man. It's how they do it. So, you know, and those people are fake. So I've come in contact with a person who was being fake like that. And I could see it. You gotta be able to how to pick them out. But it's not an easy thing, because you can't just pick them out just because they're white or black or for they're another race. No. You gotta understand culture. You gotta figure out which culture this particular person is from and get an understanding of how that culture is, and you can make better predictions. For instance, let's say if they come from an Italian background, you know, mafia, Sicily, one with the Sicilians, the pure whites like the Americans and stuff like that, they don't really consider them 100% white, so they go through discrimination. So you're gonna know that some things that you went through, they kind of went through, but they also don't like moolies. So you gotta also know that even though they went through some of the things that you went through, they feel like they're a little bit better than you. Or if they're Irish, you gotta know that, yo, their people were actually slaves as well. However, they were able to be the overseers of the black slaves, so they still feel like they're better than the black slaves. You got to understand the underlying culture so that you can understand the subconscious stuff that they do that they might not even be aware of, because it's cultural. Just like even now, a lot of black people, our racism is exposed because it actually has power now. When in all reality, we've been racist because we've been involved in a racist society where we've been oppressed by the oppressor. So I'm pretty sure that early on, the slaves didn't want to be equal with the whites. They probably just wanted to get the fuck away from them, far away from them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure early on, that's not what they wanted. But later on, that's pretty much what they start looking towards, because they done settled for a lot of shit. They done came into a lot of. They don't have a lot of family. They don't know nowhere else. So, you know, their experiences become different, and you get to understand a little bit more of why they are looking to be equal. Whereas their ancestors probably didn't want to be equal, because that probably wouldn't have been the best thing. Getting the fuck away from them would have been the best thing for them. Miss Feline, what's up? You've seen that in Irish culture, right. So, you know, that's why, because, you know, for us, as black people, we look at it one way. And that's because we've been taught to look at it one way, because the people that run the society, they look at things one way. So when they look at us, all black people look alike. Well, guess what? To a lot of black people, all white people look alike. Why do you think they look alike? Why do you think they look at it like that? Because that's how they've been taught to look at it by the people that is oppressing them. So we got a lot of the culture, and we got a lot of the behaviors. So it's just understanding which particular person you're dealing with, and you'll be able to predict a little bit more. So for instance, Italians don't really like Jews, right? This is not something, this is a stereotype. So this is not something that's like set in stone. This is just culturally, that's how it was. The Italians didn't really fuck with the Jews culturally, right? And also culturally, Italians are Catholic. So they have deep ties with the Catholic Church. So you got to know all those things if you're dealing with an Italian. In order for you to not get caught off guard or not be completely ignorant to the racism that you might deal with subconsciously or given to you subconsciously, or they're doing, because everybody needs re-education. Because we all have been miseducated. So you're gonna need to be aware of what what and when things are being said and done so that you can correct it. Because sometimes the people don't know what they do. When we had people like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, now Malcolm X, Farrakhan, Khalid Muhammad, these I use those names because they're more extreme in their language. And their ideology is much more aggressive. They want the same things as far as when it comes to peace, but their means of getting it is way more aggressive, right? And they use a lot of harsh language whenever speaking about the opposition, especially other races. And some of their language and some of the things that they would say, for instance, when Malcolm X would say, the white man is the devil, Malcolm X would say that, or the Nation of Islam would say that. Did you know that when the college kids and some of the white people would hear that, they didn't automatically condemn him. They would be shocked and appalled, almost offended. What do you mean white people are the devil? Why would you say such a thing? And that was genuine. They really didn't understand why even they would think that about them. And that led to conversations. That led to new with Phil Donahue, and like you got black people talking about calling white people all kind of names, and the crowd is all white. And they're able to ask them questions, and the crowd is like, oh my God. And people in the crowd are outraged and all that, but they're listening. And they get to ask questions, and it was a time when society would actually get to know each other. And even though they would have arguments at times, throughout all the arguments and all the opposition and all the back and forth, they would be able to find common ground. They would be able to find common ground. But you can never get to that point if you don't have the conversation. The conversation going to have its ups and downs. There's going to be arguments and all type of shit. But as long as there's sincerity and genuineness to actually learn what the other person's issue is, you're going to find common ground. And these motherfucking posers and frauds, they don't want common ground. You know why? Because they don't want you around. They don't want you around. Even if you and them don't have a problem anymore, they hate the fact that you're still around. And they look for the first reason to link up with anybody that got a problem with you. These ain't victims, these is frauds. These ain't victims, these is frauds. When they act like they're defending themselves just in order for them to attack somebody. Just for them to attack somebody. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Because Time will tell, man. Time will tell. Time will tell. But people, make sure you guys have discernment. Make sure you have discernment so that you see what you're looking at. And you know why I keep all these videos and all this? Because people do then what they do now. They keep up with the bullshit, and then they act like the things didn't go down the way it went down. And they get to rewrite history if they wait long enough. People do that. People do that. Politicians do that. But that's why it's always good to do your history, do your research. Because people be trying to reinvent themselves and change their reputation and change what you know of them. Because there might be new people coming around. There might be people who forgot what happened. And bruh, that's what be making them look so bad. Because they can't be honest. And they know what they do. Like, so we got, I've seen people who had problems with me, and they would look at people in my chat. How are they looking at people in my chat? I don't know. According to them, they don't watch my shit. But they just know exactly who's saying what in my chat so that they know to block them, right? Which is fine. It bothers you so much that you're blocking people that agree with anything I'm saying about you or laugh or anything like that, right? So she fuck around and block my whole chat because it bothers them that much. Now, in their chats, they got all the people that don't like me. And I see all of them. I see everything they write. And if I feel like addressing certain people, I do. Or I don't. But I see them. They not blocked though. I see them everywhere I go. Except for the ones that block me. You know why they block me? Because they don't like to see me. Listen, let me tell you something. It gets so bad with some people that they mad that they get to see your name. They don't even care if nobody was even paying attention. Nobody was even talking about them. They just mad that they see your name in the motherfucking in the chat. Shout out to Leticia Third Eye POV. Leticia gifted 5 memberships. Shout out to Leticia. She just gifted 5 memberships. We got Shorty XO was gifted a membership by Leticia Third Eye POV. Foolish the Hitman was gifted a membership by Leticia's Third Eye POV. Nene Faye was gifted a membership by Leticia's Third Eye POV. Missy was gifted a membership by Leticia's Third Eye POV. Ingrid was gifted a membership by Leticia's Third Eye POV. Shout out to Uncle L. Uncle L has gifted a membership. Hot Rod was gifted a membership by Uncle L. Shout out to Uncle L. Shout out to Leticia's Third Eye POV. Shout out to all the new members. Shout out to all the new members. Oh. Shout out to Letitia. Shout out to Uncle L. We got memberships, y'all. Shout out to all the new members. Oh. Muso, I hope you appreciate that membership, Muso. Shout out to Evolve, man. Shout out to Evolve, man. Evolve, man just gifted 5 memberships. Fancy was gifted a membership by Evolve, man. Bree was gifted a membership by Yvonne May. Dottie P was gifted a membership by Yvonne May. Tomboy89 was gifted a membership by Yvonne May. And Muso Bronze was gifted a membership by Yvonne May. Shout out to Shout out to Trace Spectives. God damn. I didn't even know some people watch me. I didn't even. Oh, you made some people run up out of here, girl. Yeah, I made some people run up out of here, but I didn't even know some of these people watch me. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to Trey Spective. Shout out to Thaddeus.
Shout out to the new members. Smiley face, smiley face, smiley face.
Shout out to Thaddeus for renewing his membership. Everfrost was gifted a membership by Trey Spectives. Shout out to Trey Spectives. Miss K was gifted a membership by Trey Spectives. Sungalu was gifted a membership by Trey Spectives. Sungalu, I only know of you from Moonlight. Moonlight always call you your name. Shout out to Sungalu for getting a membership gifted from Trey Spectives. Tasha Cherie was gifted a membership by Trey Spectives. Big C was gifted a membership by Trey Spectives. Big C, where do I know you from? I know that name from somewhere. Shout out to Trey Spectives for that gifted membership. Shout out to the gifted memberships. 300? You say you didn't renew and never ended it? Oh, you never. All right, shout out to Thaddeus. I don't know. It just said that. Shout out to all the new members, returning members, the people who renewed. Shout out to the memberships. Shout out to all the new members. We rocking out, y'all. Game over. Yeah, man. It's just interesting, man. It's just interesting. Shout out to Uncle L, Leticia, Yvonne May, Trey Spectives. Shout out to y'all. Oh. It hit different. It hit different. God damn. Damn. I don't even got that shit over here. We got members, y'all. We got members. Shout out to all the new gifted members. Hopefully you guys like the content. Would like to renew your membership. We're going to have more conversations like this where we break down all types of stuff. So, knowing cultures, understanding the people that you're dealing with. Understanding the people that you're dealing with will give you better insight on the kind of on the way to deal with them. I was saying that Italian people, they like into the Catholic Church a lot, stuff like that. And they kind of have an issue with with Jews traditionally, not modern day, but just, you know, culturally. So if someone is claiming to be Italian, the last thing they want to be called is a Jew. I'm just saying. So, you know, you got to troll well. You got to know how to troll. When you're trolling, you got to troll real good. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. You know, a Puerto Rican do not want to be called a Mexican, bruh. Do not do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. So we got people that they disguise their aggressiveness in victimization. For instance, Karens. We got a whole name for them, Karens. They make themselves into victims so that they can be the aggressors. And we got black people that do it, male and female. Some people want to attack you, and the way that they attack you is by claiming that you did something wrong to them. And that's the best way for them to be able to go as hard as they want to. But try to stop them and ask them, what was done to you? They can't tell you. They can't tell you. They never could. If somebody do something to me, nigga, I could break that shit down for hours. You guys gonna get the full understanding by the time I'm done, nigga. If I got a problem with motherfucker, by the time I'm finished, you know the problem. You know how it started. You know what I'm gonna do. You know every fucking thing, nigga. I break that shit down. I'm not a fraud. Shout out to Jenny. Because I'm not a frog, according to Sick'em Dog. Sick'em Dogs be like, you's a frog. You's a frog. Oh shit. Look at that. You done got Angelo out the motherfucking bushes. Shout out to Distracting One. Shout out to Distracting One. Distracting One just gifted 5 memberships. Troll was gifted a membership by Distracting One. Sucker Freak was gifted a membership by Distracting One. Angelo was gifted a membership by Distracting One. Top Monster Gaming was just gifted a membership by Distracting One. Cassandra Pryor was gifted a membership. Shout out to Cassandra. Look at your boy Angelo. What you doing with that? Shout out to Angelo for getting a membership over here. Angelo got a gifted membership. Got him. Angelo, do not be talking bad about me no more. I don't want to hear it no more. Don't you dare speak ill on my name anymore. Angelo be watching me. Well, I'm glad you be watching me, man. I just hate the fact that y'all act like y'all don't. Yeah, Angelo. When they complain about me, they say they'll never watch me. This is what I'm talking about. Posers and frauds. Posers and frauds, y'all. These people would lie so that you can believe that they don't watch me so that you can say the same thing because they're looking for followers. They looking for people to say, yeah. When they say, I unsubscribe from him, they be like, yeah, me too. That's what they're looking for. When they say certain shit, that's what they want to hear. I don't watch him. They looking for, yeah, me neither. That's what they want to hear. That's just... That's what they. So they spend time encouraging people not to watch me while they watch me. Shit, I heard one content creator told niggas. Yo, when we was over there, we used to be in one content creator chat. We heard another content creator tell his people he don't want to see none of them over there in the other nigga chat. And if they need to hear anything that nigga said in the other chat, he'll let them know. So I'm like, wait a minute. How the fuck? Wait. How are you going to be able to hear what he said in order to tell him? So wait a minute. You gonna watch the nigga while you tell everybody else they can't watch the nigga. But you gonna watch him and tell them whatever he said that you feel they need to hear. That sound like control like a motherfucker. So what you doing? You screening? You screening what goes into their ears? Nigga, like this shit crazy. Shout out to John Show for being a member for 5 months. He said, yo, Ronald Jones voice. Yo. Is Jesus here snooping? Them niggas ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna do it.
Yo, Ronald Jones voice. Smiley face. 100. Flexed bicep. Flexed bicep.
Shout out to Highly Favored. Highly Favored. Can't make this stuff up, man. These victims and frauds. You heard me. These victims and frauds, they act like they don't watch, but they do. Just like we had pulled some people out the bushes. There was a lady from she says she's from Brooklyn. I think she might be Jewish. Or not. Hey, who knows? But this one woman, she displayed the behaviors of a Karen, but I saw it because of me understanding culture. I saw what was coming because I understood culture. She said she had an Italian background. Listened, said, okay. Italian background. That already means like your grandparents kind of had an issue with black folks because Ellis Island, them coming across, black people can't go certain parts of downtown and they gotta stay uptown. You know, you gotta think about, okay, well, shit, what did her parents go through growing up? What was her parents' life like? And you start thinking about that. Okay, well, if her parents had a certain type of life, then what you think she might have taught them growing up? And you start asking a little bit more questions, just get a little bit of insight. And you hear things like, yeah, my husband was black and I went through some issues with my family because of it. And you'd be like, okay, so there's definitely the element of racism in your family. However, you have crossed over from that boundary. Okay. But you got to be careful with the people who grew up in real racist backgrounds that gravitate towards another race that has been basically one of the subjects of the racism that they've been hearing growing up. A lot of times they don't disagree with the racism. They just disagree that all of the black people are like that. If you understand what I'm saying. Like, they'll be like, Yeah, there are thugs and stuff like that, but not all of them. They got some special ones that, you know. Now, they, listen, they might not realize that that's how they view the world. But their interactions and stuff will let you realize how they view it. Overall, they think niggas is a bunch of, you know, the black people are exactly what the stereotypes say. But they be like, you know, I got some friends and they're not like the rest. They're not like the rest. These ones are not like the rest of them. So overall, they would have to be selective, right? So now, let me tell you something. The worst thing about what we do for other races, really, about us, is the things that we enjoy a lot. The loud music, the fucking the cursing, the rap music, the sometimes we glorify violence a lot, even though white culture glorifies violence as well. But a lot of the things that we need to fix, that you know most people frown up on us about, that's not what you expect the other race to gravitate to about you and your people. So whenever you got white people amongst us in this type of dysfunction, being all up with it, it's either one or two things. They here to make fun of us, or they got some of that dysfunction they goddamn self. Listen, you gravitate to what you like and what you most like. So it's either they here looking at us, making fun of us, or they got some of the same fuck shit that we into, they into it. So I automatically knew that some of these people, you can't come in here and tell me, oh, I don't curse and I'm not into the drama and I don't like, and I just do positive content and I don't like the drama and I don't like the violence and I don't like the name calling and I don't like that type of stuff. So, like, hell no. Then why would you be here? Are you studying us? You can't be here if you don't like that type of shit. Nah. So I gotta call it out. I'll be like, yo, listen, man, this person right here is just waiting for the moment when they get to cuss somebody the fuck out. They want to. They just waiting. You can't tell me, nigga, what? First of all, I understand your people. And your people don't even promote you being here amongst this shit. What you doing here? This is not the positive. We're not doing positive shit over here. I mean, in this live we are. But I'm saying for the most part, we are here fucking making fun and we're having fun, but it's not what you call positive. It's pretty much entertainment. And you know what black people entertainment is? Fucking arguments and shit like that. And, you know, Jerry Springer type shit. You know, we like that type of shit. That's not all our entertainment, but for the most part, you know, that's what you see around here. So there's no way you could not like that shit and indulge in this every day. So I gotta call that out. That's not true. You gotta like that shit. There's no way. This shit would disgust you. It would disgust you so much that you could not come back here. You know how much fucking places on YouTube I don't go? I don't want to watch that shit. Period. I don't go. I don't listen. I'm not into that type of fucking content. I don't like it. You feel me?
The hypocrisy of it all.
Shout out to Pro 901. The hypocrisy of it all, bro. Like, so, for instance, shout out to Lady Snoop. Lady Snoop pretty much gave me a entrance into her sector. She basically gave me a path to come in and network in her sector. She gave me that, and I appreciate that. However, I don't really gravitate towards beef sector content. Because I don't gravitate towards beef content. The only reason why I speak on shit that happens in the sector that we are in is because we're in this sector. So I'm not really going out looking for beef content because I don't really watch that. I only see it in this sector because I'm already familiar with the people in this sector. So whenever they have beef, I see it. That's how I'm in it. But for me to go to another sector looking for it, that would show that I'm into that kind of stuff. I'm really not. Really not. But we got people that are. So anybody who complains about the content and they still be here, they lying. What you see is they will try to separate themselves by acting like they are above everybody that's doing anything that they consider to be drama content, while watching all the drama content. They watching all of it. They ain't missing a show. But they're too good to talk about drama on their platform. But that's all the content they watch. Like, make it make sense. You know what that means? It means that they're frauds. And you know what's going to happen? It's only a matter of time before something in the sector gets their fucking attention and they can't help it. They can't help but to talk about it. And I've watched phonies and frauds do it numerous of times. Build a whole page talking about they not doing this type of content. And the first chance they get, that's the kind of content they do. You know why? Because that's the only content that gets the most fucking traction on their page. It's the most. So that's all they do. Good job, y'all. Shout out to Queen. Queen is in the building. These niggas don't understand. Like, people ask me for my Sunday service, and I think it's Thursday, because I haven't been doing it as much as I wanted to. And I'm still giving other content, which is kind of like the beef content and all that. But in the moment, it called for it. I decide what content I'm going to focus on when I want to focus on it. These niggas, they got to follow the algorithm. If it's too hot, they can't not talk about it, even if they said their page is not about beef. It's too, this algorithm is too hot. I got to talk about it. And you see them. Run right to that shit. Run right to it. You just got to peep them out. Watch them. Watch their behaviors. Man. Because they really don't got nothing to offer. They don't have nothing to offer. Some people feel like the quickest way to earn a buck or the quickest way to grow something is to act like you're a guru that gives advice about something. Yet still, these people are miserable in their own life and they fucking try to talk to people about how to be the best them, how to be the best you. And that's a fraud. because that's not an honest person. That person keeps lying about who they are and what goes through their mind. Instead, they say the things that a confident person would say, a person who really feels that way. They say that shit like if they are that person, knowing they are not. Knowing that they are not. I don't know how they sleep at night. I don't know how they sleep at night. Some people different. Cassandra, what's up? Some people different. But I've come to realize that some people just believe whatever they think, whatever sounds good. Because there's a lot of feel-good stuff out there, man. There's a lot of feel-good shit out there. And we deal with a lot of people that just want to hear the stuff that feel good. And they get caught up in motherfucking pseudo. They get caught up in pseudo. And they become pseudo. And then they believe their bullshit. This is how cults are formed. These are how great followings are formed. What is pseudo? A lot of these motherfuckers is pseudo. Let me get the definition for us. We gonna get into what is pseudo. If anybody heard of this word, pseudo. Pseudo. Tuxedo. Hold on. Let me get it. I'ma get it. Don't worry. Be happy. Don't worry. Be happy. Pseudo. Just general dictionary meaning. General Google dictionary meaning. Pseudo. It's a derogatory word, yes. It means not genuine, spurious, or sham. For example, we are talking about real journalists and not the pseudo kind. We are talking about real journalists and not the pseudo kind. We got a lot of pseudo people running around this motherfucker. Right, Sugar Bear. Queen of Three, what's up? And I use this word a lot. And because when I used to do a lot of my research with the homies from the research team back in the day, this would sum up the reason why a lot of people believed a lot of bullshit. Pseudo. And I had to learn about what is pseudo so that I can detect it at all times. Got to be able to detect it at all times. But you got to know what it is. Dottie P, what's up? Queen of Three, you already know. It is what it is. Look, similar words to pseudo is bogus, sham, phony, imitation, artificial, mock. I don't know what ersatz is. Leticia, right. The noun to this word is a pretentious or insincere person. A pretentious or insincere person. Now that we got this understanding, we could apply. You can now apply that to people that you've met in real life or people that you ran into on YouTube. At least you know what pseudo is. So now, if you did run into somebody that is pseudo, you would be able to, you could even think back on some pseudo people you might have met or some people you ran into now. Exactly, Sugar Bear. Once you get the definition, you realize there's a lot of pseudo people on this app. And it's not just to be fake. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. There is a conscious effort. There is a conscious effort to be this way. And that's what makes it more dangerous. So it's not just a fake motherfucker. These pseudos, they are the most insincere, fraudulent, because they know what they're doing, and they're shaping their pseudoness in ways to disguise it, to make it look real. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. It's very dangerous. Those are the people that spread rumors. Those are the people that build on lies. Those are the people that slander. The pseudos. They run plays because they're not genuine. They're insincere. And they try to pass off something that's not real to you as if it's real. And they try to get you to believe it. That's a pseudo. That's a pseudo. They run. Listen, man. Listen. Beware of the pseudo. Beware of the pseudo. The pseudo can have effects on you. It can have effects on the environment. It can have effects on your family and your everyday life. Beware of the pseudo. They got all different kinds of pseudos. The worst kinds are the ones that claim to be something of authority or some kind of validation, some kind of influential figure. Those pseudos are the worst ones. A pseudo reverend. You already know, you got to be careful with that. A pseudo victim, like you say, Sugar Beer. Got to be careful with that. A pseudo scientist. You gotta be careful with that. These pseudos, these pseudos take effort into making whatever they're saying be the truth or seem like the truth, even though they know it's not true. This is a con. This is a con. You know what pseudos say as well? These people will believe anything. Damn. They'll tell you right to your face. They'll tell you right to your face, beware of the pseudo. Beware of the pseudo. The pseudo act like what they're saying has truth and based on facts when it's not. They'll even present it to you as if it's put together. They'll package it and put it together as if it's something official, but it's not. They'll make a case for it, make an argument for it. They will even cry and bring tears to real life for it. But it's not real. It's all fake. Just like them. Jamie Jules, what's up? It's all fake just like they are. The fakers. The official fakers. Gotta be able to call these people for what they are. Not necessarily call them out, but just see them for what they are. Just see them for what they are. And it'll give you more understanding of the behavior of a motherfucking pseudo. Let's check what pseudoscience is. Let's check. Let's look at this carefully right here. This is the definition of pseudoscience. It says a collection of beliefs or practices mistakenly regarded as being based on scientific method. Isn't that confusing? A collection of beliefs or practices mistakenly regarded as being based on scientific method. How could this be? Who's making the mistake? Who is making the mistake of thinking that whatever this stuff, these collections of belief and practices, who is making the mistake of thinking that is based on the scientific method? Motherfucking pseudo chasers. People that don't really do research. People that just believe shit that they are told. They will mistakenly think something is something that it's not because they don't know no better. Or they don't want to know no better. I mean, these things got to be based on the scientific method. So, in order for you to believe something is based on the scientific method, I would think you would know what the scientific method is, no? That would make the most sense. That would make the most sense to me. I don't know if it makes the most sense to y'all, but I would think that if you believe something is based on the scientific method, that would mean that you most likely would know what the scientific method is. Let's see what the scientific method is. Let us see what is the scientific method. Basic stuff. We're just doing the basics. We're not even going to go that far into it. Look at this. The scientific method is some steps. Some steps. It says 6 steps. Let me hold on. Let me see if I can get an actual let's do Britannica. Fuck it. Let's do Britannica. Because in order for people to be accepted stuff, you would think that they know all of what the things meaning, what everything means, So, scientific method, mathematical and experimental technique employed in the sciences. That's what that is. It's a mathematical and experimental technique employed in the sciences. More specifically, it is the technique used in the construction and testing of a scientific hypothesis. So now you got to know what all these things mean. The process of observing. Hey, Dottie P. Listen, people don't even do this, but we got to do it. People don't even take the time, bro. The process of observing, asking questions, and seeking answers through tests and experiments is not unique to any one field in science. So this don't go for any one field of science. It doesn't apply to any one field of science. In fact, the scientific method is applied broadly in science across many different fields. Now let me get what it is. Let me find the breakdown. I guess I'm gonna go back to this one. All right. So I'm gonna do this breakdown right here. Because if you don't know, you gonna know, These letters is fucking. Let's see if I can zoom in. Ain't trying to escape me, man. All right. Listen. Gotta do it. Shout out to the chat. So that people get an understanding. Because we got a lot of people that be up in these they be up in these chats and they be doing these live streams and they be doing these shows and they don't teach a goddamn thing. They just talk and run their mouth. they talk and run their mouth, they're not bringing nothing but opinion and opinion and opinion. And they act like they know something and they don't be knowing nothing. They don't be knowing nothing. Scientific method. The scientific method starts when you ask a question about something that you observe. How, what, when, who, which, why, or where. For a science fair project, some teachers require that the question be something you can measure, preferably with a number. Rather than starting from scratch and putting together a plan for answering your question, you want to be a savvy scientist using library and internet research to help you find the best way to do things that you don't repeat mistakes from the past. You construct a hypothesis. A hypothesis is an educated guess about how things work. It is an attempt to answer your question with an explanation that can be tested. A good hypothesis allows you to then make a prediction. If blank, I do this, blank, then blank, this will happen. State both your hypothesis and the resulting prediction you will be testing. Predictions must be easy to measure. You test your hypothesis by doing an experiment. Your experiment tests whether your prediction is accurate and thus your hypothesis is supported or not. It is important for you to experiment. It is important for your experiment to be a fair test. You conduct a fair test by making sure that you only change one factor at a time while keeping all other conditions the same. You should also repeat your experiment several times to make sure the first result weren't just an accident. Analyze your data and draw a conclusion. Once your experiment is complete, you collect your measurements and analyze them to see if they support your hypothesis or not. Scientists often find their predictions were not accurate and their hypotheses were not supported. And in such cases, they will communicate the results of their experiment and then go back and construct a new hypothesis and prediction based on the information they learned during their experiment. This starts much of the process of the scientific method over again. Even if they find their hypothesis was supported, they may want to test it again in a new way and communicate your results. To complete your science fair project, you will complete your results to others in a final report and or display board. Professional scientists do almost exactly the same thing by publishing their final report in a scientific journal or by representing their results on a poster or during a talk at a scientific meeting. In a science fair, judges are interested in your findings regarding whether or not they are supported. They support your original hypothesis. So some learning for y'all. Now, this is basic level shit. We learned this in like what? As soon as you start doing science in whatever grade, maybe 4th, 5th, 3rd, you learn this stuff. You do little experiments. The thing is, there are greater experiments on greater levels that has been done. And there's things still being tested. But if you don't understand what it is, you don't understand the sciences, you don't understand none of the basics of any of the sciences, make it worse, you don't really understand the scientific method, you're going to end up being a pseudo. You're going to end up being a pseudo. And I don't think, well, some people strive to be pseudos, but I wouldn't think people wanted to be pseudos. And I don't think the people that watch me wants to be pseudos. So if things haven't been tested, that's not the things you want to focus on. You want to focus on the things that can be tested and the things that is tested. And if things have been tested, find out what the tests were. Understand the testing process. Understand how they got the information. It takes a lot of work. And it's much harder than just pressing the live button and coming on here and running your goddamn mouth because you got one. Shout out to the chat. So hopefully we got some things we were able to take away from this live. I'm about to wrap this live up. It's about to go in the books. Unless somebody got something they need to say. If somebody want to say something about this subject, they can, but let me drop the link. I'm pretty much got my points across that I wanted to make. Got my points across that I wanted to make on these subjects. And hopefully some people learn some lessons, man. And hopefully some people take away some things from this live that they can use in their future, on their future endeavors. In their future endeavors. Yeah, shout out. Thank you, Relly. I appreciate everybody for pulling up. Look forward to more lives like this where we sit and talk and have conversations about certain topics and subjects. That's a fact, Sugar Bear. Some people are just stuck in their ways. Stuck in their ways. Some people are wolf in sheep clothing, and they always try to pass it on to other people. Try to make it seem like you're the wolf in sheep's clothing. It's really them. Some people act like you're the one that's different. Could you imagine that somebody who didn't have a page now gets a page? Let me back that up a little bit. Hold on. Pause. Let me go back. Let me rewind a little bit. So, imagine someone who says they don't want a YouTube page. They don't care about YouTube and they don't want to do YouTube. But they always trying to be on somebody's panel. They always trying to dictate the flow of what was going to be the topic of the chat or the panel. They always trying to do that. But they say things like, I don't want to do YouTube and I don't want to be a content creator, but everything about them shows that they love fucking YouTube. And it shows that they just want to be, they want their name called by a content creator. They want to be some form of part of the show. They want to be relevant to the actual content. So you look at those kind of people and be like, you make an assessment, because I make assessments. I watch behavior, I watch certain things, and I can predict. Like, I can go to a party, and based on how certain people moving in the party, I realize who might end up starting a fight tonight. I can determine that sometimes early on in the party. I can determine who's gonna start a fight tonight. Like, I can see it. A lot of times I see that shit before it happen. Cause a nigga be doing the most. And it starts off small. I'll be like, that nigga gonna do something to the wrong person, and before the end of the night, he gonna end up in some shit. Because look, if this nigga don't chill, watch something happen before the end of the night. So I can see those type of things coming, man. So I can see some of this stuff before it's gonna happen with some of these people. You realize it was the wrong page? We're gonna be on the other page soon. I got some things. That I need to. I don't need to, but I got some things I want to talk about on my other page. So I'm gonna be on the other page soon. I've been watching a lot of crime shit though. Yeah, thank you, Cassandra. Reading them niggas. Reading them like a book, man. They easy to read. So, but it's easy like that. Now, I even made an assessment on one of these people. I said, I realize what it is. You don't mind being a content creator. You just lazy. There's a lot of people like that. They don't want to host the show. They just want to be a part of the shit. Because they don't want to deal with the work that goes in to actually hosting the show. But as soon as you drop the link, they'll be there and they'll basically be a part of the show pretty much like every time. So, and it'd be like, whoa, my nigga, why don't you start a page? Oh, no, I don't want to do YouTube. Nigga, you sure? You be like, you sure you don't want to do YouTube, nigga? Because every chance you get, you up here and you got the most to say. You always want to run the conversation. You always want to determine the direction of the topic and all that shit. You sure you don't want to start your own page? No. All right. Well, actions speak louder than words to me. So a motherfucker be telling me no, and then I just keep watching what they doing. Like, bro, you saying no. You saying, your mouth saying no. So me, I usually give advice to what I see. I be like, listen, man, you clearly want to be a content creator. You need to just start a page. No, I don't got time for that. And then finally something happens and they start a page, and guess what they do more than everybody? YouTube. You're like, motherfucker, look at this. Ain't it funny? Motherfuckers, nigga, YouTube has become part of their life. The YouTube that they said they not gonna do and they don't want to do is now a part of their life. Mind you, you watch people, they say that type of shit, but like, well, why did you start a page? I started a page so I could have a voice because I wanted to speak my piece against the person that was going after me. Oh, you started long story short, you started a page because of drama. Oh, so you start a page because of the drama while saying that your page is not going to be about the drama. But you started the page so that you can have a voice so you can speak out against what was happening to you, which is the... Man, listen. These niggas, because man, I don't know who they be trying to fool with it. People got to stop with the nonsense. Now you see a motherfucker schedule a live for the whole week, nigga. Monday got a live, today got 2 live scheduled, tomorrow got a live. Niggas incorporate YouTube into their motherfucking atmosphere, nigga. That shit become a part of their DNA and part of their breathe. Niggas plan for the YouTube days in advance, nigga. You could tell. I'm gonna tell you what time I'm be on YouTube next week going live, nigga. I could tell you tomorrow, the next day. Shit, not I. My YouTube spontaneous, nigga. These niggas got YouTube in their schedule, nigga. Fuck out of here. This is what I'm saying, man. Time reveals all. Time showed that these niggas wanted a page the whole time because I was saying it and I was telling them because I saw it. So their mouth would say one thing, but I already know. These niggas, oh man, there was this one guy, this nigga would go live every day for hours playing video games or just in his backyard, barbecuing in the winter, barbecuing for breakfast, all type of stuff, right? And he would have like 3 people in his motherfucking chat for hours. Maybe it would go from 1 to 2 to 3 to 1 to 1 to 2 to 1. You know what I mean? For hours. And that guy would always say something to me about my subscribers because I was well on my way to 1,000. He would always try to tell me on what I need to do to get to 1,000. I'll be like, nigga, I think I'm doing pretty well. You know what I mean? Like, bro, like, do you see your shit? Like, here comes a nigga acting like he giving me motherfucking advice on how to grow my page, and he got hundreds and hundreds of subs less than me. I'm closer to monetization than he is. And he's trying to give me advice on how to get to monetization and telling me what I'm not doing right and what I'm doing wrong. And I'm like, what the fuck? And to me, I'm doing great. You feel me? Definitely doing better than him. I mean, by hundreds of subs, I'm doing better than him. I'm talking about like 500 subs, 600 subs, I'm doing better than this dude. And he's telling me that I'm not going to get to my goal because I'm not doing it right. And I start realizing, I said, nigga, you would like to get to that. Oh, I don't care about YouTube, nigga. I have a good life. I'm living good. I'm rich. I got a Benz. I'm driving a Benz. My wife is good. My life is good. I said, God damn, nigga. I only do YouTube because I'm bored. And I got shit and I got free time and I get money and I'm this and I'm that and I'm cool and I'm a cool cat and jive turkey. And I'm like, okay. But let time revealed all. You start learning that these niggas ain't had shit. They really wish they was where I was at so that they can have what I have so that they can do what they really wanted to do with it. So these niggas would basically be like, shit, I wish I had the amount of people in my chat that Sizz had so that when he get donations for a soundboard or anything he asked for, if it was me getting it, I wasn't gonna buy that shit. Because that's what would have happened. These niggas would have found a reason to come to y'all every week with a new fucking story. Hey guys, y'all wouldn't believe what's happened, man. My sneaker got a hole in it, guys. Could you believe this? My fucking sneaker got a hole right in the toe part, man. Can you guys donate to help me get new sneakers, man? Come on, man. My sneakers and it's raining outside, man. It's raining outside today all of a sudden, man. Damn, man. Could you guys, I'm about to put the donation link. Could you guys, we gonna do a sneaker fund. We gonna do a sneaker fund, y'all, because my sneaker, they gonna get that shit. Then they gonna be like, damn, I just got some money from them last week. All right, let me wait till next week. Damn, y'all, can you believe this, man? My kid fell off the swing, man, and cut himself, and now he got a cast, and now, damn, man, now I gotta stay home with him for the next couple of days, man. Damn, man, y'all hit the Cash App, man. Let me buy something for my kid, and he be like, God damn, these niggas, because they not gonna get nothing that you can see that's gonna help anything that's dealing with what they fucking providing for you. It's gonna be for their personal fucking life. It's gonna be for their personal fucking life. These niggas here, they be mad at me. They be mad at me because I actually would get what I say I'm gonna get because I'm not asking for nothing unless I really wanted something. These niggas these niggas need that shit and they want to pay their bills with YouTube money. So they be like, man, I think they about to cut off my lights, man. Y'all help a brother out, man. Y'all send a donation, man. My internet, man. I paid the internet bill, but the light bill, man, I forgot, man. I don't know how. She said she paid it. But I don't know what happened. I think because the check-ins and the savings, and then it took like 3 days. You know, y'all know, ever happened to y'all? Y'all, if y'all can help me. Like these niggas it'd be like for your lights. Like, nigga, that should be covered. Like, why I gotta help you pay that type of shit? You ain't asking to buy shit to bring back nothing to us like Sizz do. You ain't asking for a stream deck or a soundboard or for motherfucking more memory for your computer. You ain't asking for shit that like what Sizz be asking for, that's bringing more and more value to what we getting. You ain't asking for that type of shit. You want us to take care of you. You niggas ain't shit. One motherfucker was like, oh, y'all giving the man more than y'all giving the women. What do I gotta do? Do I gotta show some titties or something? Do I gotta show my ass? I'm like, for what? What are you trying to buy? What do you need the money for? What do you... Because what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? Now, the donations for the content, people like the content, they donate, they send money for support. Dumb motherfuckers who, listen, could you imagine somebody that always going to find somebody to bring in front of their audience for them to hear some shit about somebody else? You want them to pay you for finding more people to fucking bring in front of them. Really? This is content. Any Tom, Dick, and Harry can get a motherfucking interview. This is content. First of all right, let me give y'all a bit of advice, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not an interviewer. It's not my thing. I do interviews, but I'm not an interviewer, right? Now, if I was going to be an interviewer, I got to make sure my resume is pretty good, right? So, I got a Mr. Skinny interview. I got a Lady Snoop interview. They are two big names wherever they at. Right? I got a T.Y. interview. I got a Nation interview. Two controversial figures. Right? And anybody else, anybody else is not really an interview. Sometimes people hit my link and the conversation becomes something like an interview. But I'm talking about like official interviews. Now, this nigga interviews anybody. Could you imagine somebody that interviews anybody, anybody, and they trying to build a resume? Quality over quantity. Quality over quantity. Unless you practicing. Unless you just interviewing as much people as you can to get better at interviewing. Then that would mean that these interviews don't really count. Because these are the practice interviews. Niggas don't know, niggas know how to devalue themselves and don't know how to value themselves. They don't even know how to make a value. I'm talking about these niggas just run, hey, let me interview you. Why? Does they have something going on? Is there a big name or something? Is this, the fuck, what is this gonna benefit? Who is this going to benefit? What are we doing? Hey, is it interesting? Now, I want to interview John. This is something that I wanted to do. Now, you know why? Because John is interesting. I expect it to be an interesting motherfucking interview. Now, we supposed to do it. I just haven't, we was playing cat and mouse at the time, and I ain't even really pressure John about it to do it. But it's still coming, man. One of these days we gonna do that interview. But yeah, if you're doing interviews just to do interviews, you interview any Johnny Blaze. Shout out to Johnny Blaze. If If you just interview any and anybody just because, why? Why? You start realizing that you start making yourself look bad because you're not providing quality content. You're doing filler. You're doing filler. You're finding stuff to pass the fucking days because you don't got nothing to talk about. Finding shit to pass the days because you determined to go live every day. So you just finding shit, any random. It's not, that shit's sad. Hey, people gonna do what they do, but they gotta do better. You gotta wanna do better. You don't saturate yourself with bullshit and then try to do better. Because what's going to happen is if you can't hang on to the next motherfucker when they catch some kind of heat, if you can't sink your parasite teeth into them when they get some kind of buzz, then your ass going to fall by the wayside. So you going to find yourself always begging for a motherfucking interview. Hey, you're hot right now. Can I get an interview? Hey, everybody's talking about you right now. Can I get an interview? And you find yourself right there. Could you imagine certain people want to be interviewed right after you done interviewed nobody? Shit. And then when you get certain interviews, your fucking sub should rise. Your sub content should rise when you get certain interviews. But it don't. Find out who the spies were, right? Made sure everybody figure it out. Yeah. Oversaturated because they don't got no personality. Because they're not real. Some people are fake positive, false prophets, posers and frauds. And they become aggressive victims once you start exposing them. Because they are wolf in sheep's clothing. Shout out to the chat. I'm going to see you guys on these YouTube streets. Salute. Wabbits are out the house.